seconds. And the ball will go up here. We're underway here at McCartney Oval. Tap there made by Connolly. And it's already Queenscliff's ball, but straight away picked up by Torquay, and it'll be a free kick into the hands of Doyle. Waylon Doyle for Torquay. Sorry, Gleeson kicks that into 50. Must have been a short hand pass there, looking for McMahon. Couldn't get his hands on the ball, and it just trundles across the line for out of bounds. First for the day.
Perfect start there for Torquay.
Definitely, and like I was just saying, it's a very important game for Torquay because it's all about form at this time of the year, and with such a tight competition going on in this top 6, one has got to lose out as the ball's brought back into play, bouncing along as they go to chase for it. They all run into the centre, bit of shoulder bumps going on there, trying to clear it out as Queenscliff, and it's just slowly being picked up by them. Looking for it was Butler for Queenscliff as well. Bounces over the top of Doyle, unlucky bounce for him. And it's 2-on-1 here in Torquay's favour. Short little hand passes going on. Bennett had the ball. He does a kick over to the outer wing. Looking for Curry, he couldn't get his hands on the ball. Running into it was Garner for Torquay. He couldn't pick it up, and the umpire's called a hold on the ball call. It's a free kick towards Torquay.
I think it might have been actually in the back in the end, Luke. Going the way of Torquay.
Could have been. Torquay will take it regardless. And looks like Harry Mackay will pick up the pieces when they get the ball back to him.
Sides a handball off to Gleeson. Gleeson goes long inside 50, but only as far as the Queenscliff plays there, but does eventually run out of bounds for a stoppage. Still a good result for Torquay.
Most definitely. So it's ended up down in that pocket again.
Thrown in. Tap one from Jesse White, I think it was. Tap forward. Snap around his body was Holmes. Just across the face though. Is it still in play?
No, it's
runs out of bounds.
Yeah, it's gone to that left side. So once again, probably a good result for Torquay. And I reckon Holmes might have rushed himself there, but they've got plenty of time still. We're only opening stages of this first term. 2 minutes played. Queenscliff just looking to close their season well in 2019. They sit 8th, only 3 wins for the season. I think they had one last week, but just looking to finish off their season in the best possible way as we head back into play here, and it'll go out of bounds again, the same spot it was.
As you see, you'll be seeing the captains as well in the number 0 for this round. We just saw Ben Raidme have a shot on goal and unfortunately missed from a Torquay point of view, but it's great by the captains to do that.
Yeah, no, most definitely, and it's an initiative happening around all of the AFL Barn region, including the GFL and the CD.
Yep, all round Victoria, boys. Over 1,000 football captains today were in the number 0, which is fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic to see. Lots of new footy jumpers need to be made for that as the ball goes over the line. Again, out of bounds, will be thrown back in. Just talking about ladder positions, as I said, Torquay 5th. 10 wins and 5 losses at a percentage of 147%, and they're on a 2-game winning streak as the ball gets thrown back in. Curry picks up the ball. He takes it across to the centre of the field. McMahon was going up there. Now he's picked up the ball again on his left boot. It's just gone across for the first behind of the day. It's 0-1-1 to Torquay, and Queenscliff yet to score.
So the Cooters kick out of fullback. It's a dangerous kick. Top by was Birchall, did well. Cooters get the ball away. Couldn't pick it up though, was Torquay. Nice little sidestep, but he's wrapped up in a good tackle from Raimi. No prior, the umpire said, and the ball should be thrown up once again here. Good spot for Torquay.
Speaking of the conditions, you can probably hear in the background there is a bit of a wind blowing. It was briefly raining earlier in the day, but it seemed to have cleared up. But a bit windy down here at McCartney Oval as heads back into Torquay's 50 again. Plenty of players chasing after the ball. It seems like Torquay have just got the stronger hand at the moment. McMahon's around there for Torquay. He's played well so far. And it is going to be a ball up, I believe.
6 inside, 50s to 0, boys, so far. Bit of dominance from Torquay early.
That was run from Torquay, only as far as the Cooters player, and it's just going to be another stoppage right in the middle of the forward line for Torquay.
Yeah, it's so far just been in Torquay's half for the first 4 minutes of this term. So
Due for a goal, you would have thought.
yeah, definitely, and we've yet to see Queenscliff really show some attack. As
Front and centre was beautiful, and Callum Curry has just kicked the first goal of the game with a nice right foot snap. That adds to his 32nd goal for the season. He has been in fine form as of late, and he can play through the midfield as well. Callum Curry, take a bow.
yeah, that was very quick there from Curry, but yeah, he just picked up the ball and just like Holmes before, just easily executed that one, and it just went between the big sticks. So good start for Torquay.
Yeah, Torquay's ruck work has been pretty dominant as well. Nice little tap clearances forward of the footy. I'm not sure if you've got the stats for that, Buzz, but they've looked pretty good with their clearance work.
So ball goes up again. Tapped there by the Queenscliff player, but Holmes just clears that ball out of the centre square back in towards Torquay's 50. Grabbing hold of it was Deledio for Torquay, back into Holmes' hands with a long hand pass by Deledio, taken to the outer left side as I stretch out of the commentary box here, and it's Paul Birchall now in this inner pocket. He'll assess his options on the left foot, goes along the boundary line. McMahon's there, but the ball goes across the line and out of bounds.
Queenscliff really just need to get their first inside 50 here. Torquay with the early dominance here, especially with that first goal from Callum Curry.
But
5 hit outs to 1. Sorry, Luke. Just on your point before, Wilbur.
in Queenscliff's favour?
In Torquay.
Torquay's favour, there you go. So
Wrapped up in a good tackle, but it's going to be a high tackle going the way of the Cooters. Nice little short kick right in front of us here. Habgood was able to just keep it in line. Assessing the options.
plenty of Queenscliff players running around here.
Just goes down the line right in front of us, and it was debatable if it was on the full, but it's just going to be a throw in here. Or is it? No,
I think it is on the full.
It was on the full in the end, and it's going to be Warmwood's ball. Was instrumental a couple of weeks ago against Anglesea. Goes to Birchall. Now to Gleeson. And he switches wide. Raidme's there. Can he fly? He doesn't. Good work from the Cooters. And that was Monk. Now they go backwards, they go forwards. And they go wide at the outer side. Nice kick. Finds Smith. He goes inside. It's a dangerous kick and it's cut off. Gleeson goes long to the outer side. Nice mark taken from the Torquay player. And he gets on his left boot, goes inside 50 to the one-on-one. Oh, just beautiful work there from, I think it was Jack Heathcote. Oh, sorry, it was Paul McMahon. Apologies.
Who's returning, and he's, like I've said, he's had a very exciting start to the game today, and he's going to now try and go for goal. He's already had a behind, as we saw earlier, and now gets a set shot opportunity as he runs in 30 metres out on the right boot, and that is a goal. Great start to Torquay, their second goal for the game, as McMahon snaps up his first goal, and it's 2-1-13 to zip all 0 for Queenscliff.
You see the Torquay forwards as well, get around him there, especially been out for quite a while with that injury, and just good to get his confidence up with an early goal in this first term.
No, I've always rated Paul McMahon. He's been quite strong with Torquay when he's on the field, so it's a fantastic start by him.
Ball's aloft here. Tap one from the Cooters. Only as far as Raidme. And it's still out just the hackers everywhere at Raidme. Looked like a throw.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A definite throw
nice
there.
tackle from Riley Martin. Oh, sorry, it was Raymond Butler, and in the end.
That looked like a clear throw.
Yeah, you could hear
two hands.
Could hear the Cooter fans as well. I did throw today and got away with it. Nice tap.
Be careful what you say. There's plenty of people listening.
Trying to pick it up here is the Cooters player, and he's got a good block from his teammate. Nice kick from Darren. Only as far as Warmwood. Goes backwards, and he finds Cardi and he switches. It's a nice kick. They can go inside. Goes back to Warmwood. They've got players everywhere in the middle here. Raidme goes back. They're going to go long in the outer side, but the Cooters player read it best, but it's going out of bounds for a stoppage.
I was just watching Raidme here, and he's been targeted twice in the last minute and been knocked over both times. So he gets up again. He will be a critical target for Queenscliff and Torquay for their respective attack and defence. So ball gets thrown back in here. Tapped there by Simpson for Queenscliff. Over on the outer side. Ball's on the deck as they try to pick it up. cleared out there by Gibbs for Queenscliff. He gives it to his teammate, but he just dribble kicks it along the ground, and it's still in play by looks of it. 2-on-1 in Torquay's favour, chasing after it, and it is picked up by then Warmald. The ball deflects off him, but the ball goes out of bounds in front of the scoreboard.
Last couple of minutes have been good from the Cooters there. Pressure's been well. They've been tackling good as we go inside 50 here. Goes over the top of the contest. Torquay will get it first with Cardi. They go inside with Warmald. Lots of handballs, but it's a dangerous handball, and the Cooters, good work here with their forward pressure. They do. Still everywhere, and it's just going to be another stoppage. Oh, no, it's a high tackle, I think.
Oh, with that last one, was it?
It was.
Did they go out in the full? Saying that was a very quick turnaround.
Yeah,
but anyway,
better say.
Back in that pocket again, and it was a high tackle, as Josh Conway alludes to. And it'll be kicked in for another inside 50 for the Cooters. Going up, McMahon. That was not McMahon, sorry, but going up there was a fair few players. Ramey's around the ball in that back line. But on the left boot, the Cooters player, and was that a goal? It was. I missed the player, but it was a fantastic goal from about 30 out. We're just trying to grab his number here. It looked to have been, I reckon, Smith.
Yep.
No, Caleb Whitley, I think.
Caleb Whitley, thanks, Buzz. So Caleb Whitley bags that first goal for the Cooters.
Has kicked 13 goals for the season now, and it's a much needed one in the context of the game with Torquay being dominant early, but the Cooters have fighted back the last couple of weeks at quarters, at minutes, and deserving goal.
Yeah, Whitley there. Obviously, that was his 13th goal, but he's third on Queenscliff goal kicking as the ball quickly gets thrown up, and we return to play here. Chasing after it is Birchall for Torquay. He takes it to the inner pocket, out of my viewpoint, but it looks to have gone over the line, out of bounds.
Just on Paul McMahon, boys. First game since the 15th of June for him.
This year?
Yep.
Okay. So he's been out for a couple of weeks. 2 weeks, I think that is.
Oh,
no, July.
Couple of months, mate.
I forgot about July.
We're in August now.
Yeah, we're in August now. True.
Still one. Torquay have players everywhere. Raidme just decides to lower the eyes. He misses his target. Cooters have got numbers everywhere, but it's going to be a free kick, and they've got the advantage. Yes, they have. Nice little short kick. I think it was Martin, and he goes inside. They're going for the switch here. They've got players. It's a dangerous ball. It's a 2-on-1. He's got to work hard here, and
great mark.
It's a great mark there from Chad Durran. And he just goes long down the line to a 1-on-1. Warmald is there to catch it, and he did well. Birchall to Torquay going long. Henderson's going to pick it up first. It's still in play. Nice handball inside, but it's a dangerous one. Torquay have players there, but they've got the overlap now, Cooters. A couple of handballs. They're in desperate need of a kick, and they do. So a 1-on-1. Oh, it's a nice kick. Just turned his man inside out.
Jeez, that was a fair individual effort from Shay Durran then, boys. That was a one-man show then. He just willed himself to a couple of contests, and then to hit the kick after working pretty hard through half-back. That was impressive.
Cameron Hab good. From about 55, it's hooking, or is it holding its line?
Won't make distance.
Still in play. Jackie Chanstall from the Cooters player.
Oh, well, Tim Cardy there just palmed that one over the line. He did not want to bar of it near that goal square. I know it was a while ago now, but there was two very risky kicks at the start of that passage of play for Queenscliff, so they're lucky to get a result out of that, in my opinion.
Like they say, fortune does favour the bold, though.
Yep. So it's on this outer pocket for Torquay. They assess their options. Nice long bombing kick to that wing. Plenty of players there. Punch was made by a Cooters player. And high in favour for Torquay. Oh, Lavelle there tried to kick that one. It was deflected off an opponent. And now Cooters have the ball. On the brink of the inside 50 here as it trundles in. Trying to pick up with Snowden for the Cooters. Kicked along the ground now towards Cooters' goals. 1-on-1 chase there. And a pretty fair bump that takes the ball over the line.
But last 5 minutes, boys, that they've evened up the inside 50 count just about. They were down by a lot early, but now it's 9-5, so just +4 difference to Torquay.
Their intensity has definitely lifted, Buzz, and as we saw, one of their best players in Durran is setting the example. Thrown up, nice tap from Birchall. Warmald gets the clearing kick forward. Out the back is with Heathcote. Now Gleeson goes long, a raking kick. He's got McMahon out the back, and it's a strong mark.
Great mark.
Already setting the tone early here. They hold him up well, the Cooters boys, though. Don't know if he's got the journey from here, Buzz, but he looks like he's
a pretty big kick. I wouldn't put it past him. It'll be right on his limit, but
bit of wind going around as well.
Put it past him at all.
Anyway, he comes in from probably about 55 metres. Would take his best kick, as we heard from Buzz. He launches it. He looks pretty good, but it's just across the face. It's still in play, in fact. Cooters boy was Torquay player, got there first. Did well with the handball. Now they go inside 50, lower in the eyes, but nice effort from the Cooters player. Needed to cut it off was the captain and Jake Headley. And it's a nice kick forward to Burnside. Torquay covering the inside well, but not enough. Goes short to the one-on-one. Oh, but he's just read it beautifully there. Was Hobbs. Worked his man under it real well, which was Habgood. It's a nice kick, dangerous one, but it was perfect. And they're out here with Holmes. It's a nice, not a great kick to Simpson. He handballs over the top to Gibbs. It's a nice kick to the advantage of Habgood. He just drops what he should have taken. And Hobbs is there to get rid of it. Darren. Smothered from Wormwood. And Torquay have numbers everywhere, and they should pick it up. Oh, it's a good tackle from Smith. Great forward pressure. Should have been holding the ball, as you saw from Buzz. Now another effort. That's a great effort from the Cooters, and they're going to get a well-deserved ball here. Right in front of us.
So Monk now. Just right in front of us here, and that could have been a high call before, couldn't it, Buzz? But anyway.
Yep, it's close.
In Cooters' hands now. Straight into the middle of the 50. Plenty of players go up. No one officially marks it. Smith having a argy-bargy with the ball, and it hits the deck, and it will be a ball up.
Strong tackle from Ben Raidme.
Was.
If that handball had come out, they had numbers around that contest, Queenscliff, so big tackle from the skipper.
So Queenscliff with a chance for another score here. Punch, and then into the hands of Cardi for Torquay. And is that a hold the ball call?
I think they got well.
High.
Yeah. Oh, high.
High tackle.
Yep.
He must have paid. Couldn't have been anything else.
It couldn't have been holding the ball on Tim Cardi.
Couldn't have been held in the back either, so it must have been a high tackle.
So Orbis now right in the centre of the 50-metre line there, and he'll be probably about 35 to 40 out when he kicks this one. On the left boot again, great kick, and it's gone over the line for a goal. Scores level, 2-1-13 apiece right at the side. We're heading into the closing minutes of this first term, and we've got a pretty good contest on our hands for the Towards Zero round.
Yeah, well, the last 5 to 8 minutes, Queenscliff have dominated, really, haven't they? It's only when they get isolated McMahon Torquay they look remotely dangerous, but at the moment it's all the Cooters, boys.
Was a well-deserving goal there.
So far goal kickers, we'll just go through them. For Torquay, Paul McMahon and Callum Curry. And then for Queenscliff, it is Luke Orvis who just kicked that last one, and Caleb Whitley.
Simpson won the tap only as far as Roscoe Holmes getting the clearing kick forward. Cooters have the players, but he missed the handball, but they've got time and space. It's a nice kick to the advantage of, I think it was Butler. And it's still in play. Holmes, handballs. Fumble from the Torquay player was not required. They've got the players here with Gibbs, and he did well. And he takes a bounce, and he's got time. And he doesn't deliver, does he? It's a good fist from Torquay.
It was a massive fist.
It was a massive fist. Snowden was there. Holmes ducked the head. It's advantage now. And they look out with the overlap through Birchall. Now Raidme. And he goes short. And he finds Callum Curry. And he delivers with a chiseling ball, but it's well defended. And they go inside now. And it's Lockwood, and he snaps around goal, and it's just across the face for a minor score.
Yeah, quick play going on here, so that quickly progressed down to Torquay's end of the field.
Just emphasises their rebound 50s. They've got to be careful here, Cooters. They've just got to be able to create inside 50s for them.
So cleared out here by the Queenscliff backman. Outside of the 50 now, chasing after it was Headley for Queenscliff, but it's just gone out of bounds instead. So 2-2-14 to 2-1-13 in Torquay's favour. 1 point margin here at McCarty Oval. as we head into the 20th minute of the first term. Ball is thrown back in here. Getting the tap was Simpson, but lucky bounce there. Gleason's chasing after it. Couldn't chase after it enough in the end. Cleared out there by Anwell for the Cooters, and then marked to his opposing player Mackay, who just swaps it around. Hand pass there by Garner to his teammate, but it goes back again. And this time it's bombed into 50 instead. Oh, McMahon, he was going up for it. Didn't mark it. Holmes picks up the pieces on the left boot. He goes for the short kick to his teammate all by himself. And now he's got a good chance of going for goal here. I believe that's Curry. It is.
Yep. Like you said, Buzz, just isolating McMahon in that deep square forward line. He's just... if he doesn't mark it, he's just going to get it to ground. And
you wouldn't know he's missed a lot of footy. The way he's running and jumping at the footy, he hasn't not missed a beat so far.
So fantastic shot here of Curry lining up for goal. On the right boot he goes, and that's gone through. It's Curry's second goal. And Torquay now take a 7-point lead in this first term. It's 3-3, the scoreboard's 3-2-20 to 2-1 13. Thank you. Shows how good my mathematics are.
Sorry, I'm still at school, which is handy.
Thank you. So 7-point margin here for Torquay.
Was handy for the Tigers. They needed a goal with Cooters being on top the last 10 or so minutes, but they get the advantage back here, or the momentum. Nice tap from Simpson. Only as far as Donnelly, but it's a nice tackle, and
umpire's blowing the whistle here.
It's the go in the way of Torquay for holding the ball, but they didn't take the advantage in the end.
And claiming the footy will be Birchall for Torquay.
So Birchall, he goes for the handball. It was a dangerous one, but it works. And they go inside 50, but the Cooters player went off his man, but just dropped the mark what he needed to take. Clearing kick forward, looks pretty good. Oh, it's hit the post.
McMahon was there, but yes, hits the post.
22 minutes gone as well, guys, so Cooters do need to get a goal. They go to the pocket on the outer side. They just go long down the line to a contest. It's a good mark in the end from Torquay. Goes inside 50. Cut off by Simpson.
So Simpson now, he'll look for the switch, takes it to the inner side of the ground to his teammate in the long sleeves. Raidme, great smother there, and he'll chase after instead. Keeps it in play, hand passes it to his teammate there. Lavelle's nearby the ball. Sorry, that was Holmes there near Raidme. And now it's been taken across the line for a boundary throw-in.
It was good pressure there from the captain. Cooters were out. They just go short to Roscoe Holmes. You could hear in your mic. Inside 50, Cooters player just couldn't take the mark. Handballs to Gibbs. Pressure everywhere. Has a good tackle. Sidesteps. Oh, he might be dropping the footy there. Torquay players plead for the free kick. But anyway, Gleason goes inside 50. Oh, it's a strong mark. Taken from Tom Lim. And he goes wide. Had to be a good kick, and it was.
Two Torquay players around there, including Raidme. So once again, a dangerous option, but it paid off.
Just goes long down the line, the safety option. Simpson's there. Just drops the mark, though. In front of us right now. Nice work from Bennett. It's a nice outlet handball to Gleason. Now to Raidme. He could finish here from 40. Oh, he sets it up low. Torquay player wasn't in front and was an infringement in the end.
I think it's Headley down there, boys.
So Headley at the back line, takes it on and kicks it. But McMahon, just great turnover by Torquay there, so he'll look to bring it back into the 50. And there's a lot of players around here you can pick from. All of them are stuck to their man. Goes to the right side. Holmes was up there. He gets bowled over. And he's still on the ground, but as they chase after the ball, Holmes is getting up gingerly. He just took an awkward landing there.
Doesn't look good at the moment, boys.
Yeah, Dawson's assisting him up, but yeah, he might have got winded there. He's crouching down a bit. Ball's thrown up. McMahon there involved in the tap-out contest. Lavelle's around the ball. He takes his opponent to ground and will be a ball up about 40 metres from Torquay's goal. So 3-3, 21 to 2-1, 13 in Torquay's favour. 24 minutes played in his first term at McCartney Oval. For the towards zero round, Raid Me. He's now looking for opponent. Great little hand pass there to Dawson from behind. And over to McMahon in that inner pocket. And he takes it across the face of goal. Trying to pick it up was Henderson for Queenscliff, but it'll be a rushed. And the scoreboard now reads 3-4, 22 to 2-1, 13.
So Henderson goes short. Now the Cooters play on quickly, but it's cut off from Jesse White. Well read from the Tigers. They are set up behind play. Might just go safe down the line, but he doesn't. Switches it. Get the outlet handball here, and they've got some dagger, they do. And they dagger inside 50. Half volley wasn't taken from Heathcote. Still in play, looked like a throw, but they're just going to run to an open goal here, and they do.
Fantastic play there by Torquay. That's their 4th goal today, so 4-4, 28 to 2-1, 13.
It was Cam Lockwood.
So 1 goal and a behind for Lockwood.
Important goal for the Tigers with only a couple of minutes left, you would have thought, in this quarter, and it is a danger game for them, especially with a side that has had a lot of injuries this season, and they have started to get lots of them back. Queenscliff, which is good for them, but not good for Torquay, especially being very close to being in that finals spot.
That goal can definitely hurt the Cooters as well. So ball goes up there, tap made by Snowden for the Cooters. And now they've got the ball and they'll take it inside 50. Orvis was the man there that they were targeting, but punched away from his opponent. Ramey just down the back line again. He's all over the field today. Now picked up by the number 26 player of Garner for Torquay. And it'll just be taken to outer side in front of the scoreboard.
Was Warmwood that kicked that one then?
Thank you. So kicked in. Short little kick to Warmwood again. And he was looking for the hand pass there, but thinks different. He'll come back and look for an option. Hesitates, but then goes for Garner. And now he's running... sorry, that was passed to Mackay, and then he passes it back to Garner, who passes it back to Warmwood. So a 1-2-3 going on here. Great jumping mark all by himself was Lockwood, who kicked the last goal for Torquay, and he brings it in 50 now. Oh. Great mark straight to Paul McMahon, who beats his opponent in front. And McMahon's going to go for this one about 40 metres out on the outer side. And I've got more confidence in him kicking this one.
It's just great movement again from Torquay. You can see that they're really having a big focus on getting rebound from their runners off half back, and they're cutting Queenscliff ribbons at the moment.
So 1 goal already for McMahon and a big booming kick. That's fantastic. He slots it. He doesn't move, and that's McMahon's 2nd goal and Torquay's 5th as they extend their margin.
Really just outlines how important he is to this team. Just comes back from an injury, and sometimes he might just get put in the forward pocket or something like that just to get ready for the game, get match fitness. But no, they've put him deep full forward or centre half forward, and he's delivered early on. And that field kicking there from Torquay has been sensational, especially from half back line with Warmwood the likes of. They really worked it well. So
5-4, 34 to 2-1, 13. Torquay's favour here. 28 minutes played in this first term. And ball's back in play here. Running by and picking it up was Doyle for the Tigers. Now into the hands of Curry. Siren sounds. As I just said, 5-4, 34 to 2-1, 13. It is a 21-point margin for the Torquay Tigers in this at quarter time. We'll be back for the second term shortly.
Barrel hit. Ball's aloft. Simpson won the tap to the advantage of Torquay. Well read. And Raidman is running off the half back line, and he rakes it forward to a contest. Oh, it's a strong mark. Really good mark there from the Cooters player. He needed to mark it. Tom Lim it was. Thanks, Buzz.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. He goes long down line. Nice fist there from Torquay. Only as far as it was Dawson, and he's wrapped up in a really good tackle there from Habgood. one of their bigger forwards, and he's starting to apply some good forward pressure there. Good effort here from Cooters, especially with Torquay getting the first clearance to just get it back forward to the footy.
Oh.
Nice flying. Buzz liked it if he saw.
I did.
Gibbs did well with the handball, but only as far as the Torquay player. Birchall was there. Nice kick from Gleeson, could be important. Good work. Oh, Lim, it looked like throwing the ball. It was. Gleeson plays on. To it, not the it was it? Oh, it's a sensational mark from Heathcote. One hand to Holmes. Now to finish with McMahon. Oh, he's just missed.
Who was that? 21. Yeah, Heathcote, unlucky slip on the McCartney Oval surface, and then McMahon trying to produce some Eddie Betts-esque stuff there.
He took a one-hand blinder, Heathcote, but it doesn't matter in the end because it's not a result they wanted. But it goes over the top of Lim. Now they can work with the captain Headley, only as far as Wormwood. He eventually picks it up. He wants to get on his right foot, but he handballs inside to go outside now. And he gets around his player. He goes on the left, but it's a nice kick. Now they're out with Gleeson. He handballs again to Ramey. It's another one to Birchall, but he's a left footer and he wants to get back onto it. He got a kick away just though. Ramey did okay. And it's just going to be a ball up here. They stuffed that one up, Torquay, but good result from Cooters.
You just see again, boys, the willingness of Torquay to work the ball by hand or foot really quickly out of their back half. That's obviously a definite tactic by them to rebound with pace this afternoon.
So tap there by Simpson for the Cooters, and it's effective. But on the boundary line here, running through the opponents is Gibbs. Doesn't get through very well. Plenty of players around the ball here trying to clear it out. Doyle there, he goes backwards. He goes forwards. I forgot they've swapped sides. Actually,
Callum Curry will get a free kick in the back.
Callum Curry gets the free kick, and he's going to take this one. In fact, it's going to go to Holmes.
Let's go.
And he can kick this one. How many has he had today? He's had none today, so never mind.
Waylon Doyle's been pretty good in the ruck as well, boys. He does lack a little bit of height compared to Simpson, but he does have a good vertical leap and has made a contest as well.
So about 35 to 40 metres out on the right boot, Holmes goes. It goes to...
Straight to the middle.
Straight to the middle. And it's a fantastic goal there. Extends Torquay's margin. And it's Holmes' first goal of the day for the Towards Zero round. 27-point margin in Torquay's favour now.
Starting to possibly get ugly here.
Yeah, I said it at the end of that first term, that last goal they kicked would definitely hurt the Cooters, and
yeah, definitely.
they're just adding more blows to it now. So 6 goals for the Tigers.
So Doyle and Simpson to do battle again in the ruck.
6-5-41 to 2-1-13.
One bite, Simpson. Doyle was there to almost pick it up. Nice quick move there from Cooters, and they go inside 50. Nice contest from, I think it was Martin. He made a contest, a little kick forward. Butler was there, and they've done well though. Torquay with Wormwood. Now they're out with Cardi, and now they go out again. But it's a perfect kick in fact.
Yeah,
there it is again, boys.
Finds Doyle.
A quick rebound, just precision.
That's exactly right.
Muzz on them.
He did muzz him, unfortunately, but it's the commentator's curse sometimes. Henderson goes inside 50. And he finds Martin. And he just sets it up to the top of the goal. Oh, it's not a great kick, in fact. Didn't have enough meterage on it. Wormwood just cuts it off. Starting to get a lot of the football he is in the half-back line. That's a nice little kick.
Yeah, Wormwood's been taking some great marks so far in this game. Alistair Green now has the ball, and he'll take it to the outer side, looking for Chapman, his fellow high-numbered teammate.
Needed to hit that kick, unfortunately. They had a lot of time, but...
It's the first time they've probably tried to rebound with no success, Torquay. Usually they've been pretty good by foot so far.
So ball will be thrown back in here on this outer pocket. And not the best throw in, and it looks like it'll be thrown in again. So towards Torquay's, Queenscliff goals. I forget they swapped sides. Better throw in that second time, and it now goes towards the Cooters goals. 1-on-1 there as they chase after it. Ramey lays a tackle. Now picked up Holmes. He'll try and progress his ball forward. Great one-on-one there with his teammate. They take it towards basically the other side of the ground. Heathcote goes up there, but it will just go out of bounds for a throw-in.
Tell you, Buzz, that forward line with Heathcote and McMahon. If McMahon's able to stay on the track, could be good if they were able to make finals.
Oh, mate, it's probably the most versatile forward line in the comp. I mean, you think of the other competing teams. Drysdale rely heavily on Jared Garth.
Yep.
Anglesey rely on Erskine. Amos rely on Mitch Day. Torquay, you've got 5 or 6 options to kick goals.
Yeah, well, they've got Lovell as well, who's kicked 20 goals as a midfielder.
Yeah, it's a great point you make there, actually, Buzz. So
And Curry.
No, it was. You're right.
And want a bit of yourself, don't you, Buzz?
So Buzz is doing the stats day, and Will's taking
Oh,
over.
I'm struggling.
The
I don't know
play-by-play.
how he does it.
As the ball gets thrown up again, Holmes clears that one out into 50. No one really around there as Monk for Queenscliff tries to punch this one out. He's
lifted him
picked
up.
him up. I don't
Wasn't
think
a
there's-
kind bounce for him either.
No, don't think there's a rule for picking players up as well, unfortunately. So
Just can't slam them into the turf after you've done that, of course.
Simpson won the tap, only as far as Torquay, but it's in the hands of Henderson. And he goes on the outer side with the handball. It's a big contest, big one. He nudged him well, but lost his feet. Birchall goes inside 50 with his left foot. Could be a free kick for I think it was. Don't worry.
and it's taken towards its inner
It was
wing.
McMahon, apologies. I think.
McMahon and Queenscliff not with the best kick again, and it's gone over the line for a throw-in. 7 minutes played in this first term. Almost out to a 30-point margin. It's Torquay that leads by 28 points. As the Coppers have arrived here, not for any bad, hopefully, but just noticed a police van over there.
Simpson was tackled as soon as he tapped it. Now they're out here with Dawson. It had to be a good one.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to extend his arms, but they've got 2 players there with Warmold and Bennett. And they go inside to raid me, and he goes out wide. I think it's Stelidio. With Hobbs.
Spearing
It's
kick.
not a
and
great kick though.
Yeah, fortunately goes to his opponent there, to Butterus. And he hasn't had much of the ball today, but he'll assess his options. On the right boot he goes, or another dangerous kick, but into his teammate's hands. That is number 8 of Gibbs. Almost a 2-on-1 contest there. And will they go for the switch? No, he progresses the ball, fends off a player, looking for his teammate on the other side here in front of us. Durran, oh, he doesn't mark it properly. Still keeps possession of the ball. On the left boot he goes towards the inner side, and oh, it stayed in play. I can't really get a grasp of who's got the ball there, but it's brought back in towards the centre by himself. That was a fantastic mark there by the Cooters player. And that is 44 of Smith.
Yep.
And he's going to take this one, I reckon.
So that was nicely done by Riley Martin. So his direct opponent is Sam Warmold, and Warmold, every time Quincy's going inside 50, he's looking to sag off and be that extra player. Martin went to the right area on the ground. Warmold was nowhere near him and effectively kicked the ball inside 50.
So Smith here on the right boot.
Hit the
That is-
post,
no,
did he?
I think that
Oh, it
was
was the net, sorry.
Yeah, hit the net.
Oh,
So
Wilbur.
It looked like it from here.
fantastic goal there by Smith. That's his first for the day, and Queenscliff's third. As we'll get a score line to you.
It was important there. They did move the ball well out of the half-back line, Queenscliff. It was probably the best one they've done for the quarter or the game, in fact. Could give them some life as well.
So ball returns to the centre of the ground, 6-5-41 to 3-1-19. It's a 22-point margin in the Tigers' favour. Ball goes up, and Simpson looks to get the tap out there. As it stays in that centre square, they all try to dive for the ball. Birchall's around the footy there. Ball's taken to the ground, and it'll be a ball up as the umpire takes over.
9.5 minutes gone in this second term. Good tap from Torquay, but Simpson's wrapped up in a really good tackle from Birchall. Both big ruckmen.
Yes, Simpson's doing a good job, boys.
Has been good.
6-1 hit outs this quarter.
No one taps the ball that time round. It just heads back to the ground, and
Birchall
Oh.
again with another tackle.
yeah, and they all just jump on this bit of
Somehow
stack
gets
side
out.
happening. Ball pops out.
Monk.
Monk briefly had it,
Oh,
and now cleared out by Durran, who's played a fantastic first term and a great kick, or a great mark rather, to from his teammate, and that is number 30 of Habgood, Cameron Habgood. 15 goals so far this season, and he's got plenty of it to kick this one.
He's kicked 16. He has kicked one today.
Has kicked one today.
Shouldn't miss this.
So he goes in, launches it.
Straight to the middle.
Over the top of the umpire's hat. That's 2 goals in a row for Queenscliff. Fantastic work there by Habgood. And the margin now comes down again as the ball will be returned to the centre. So yeah, good last 5 minutes, I reckon. Well, good actually starts the second term by Queenscliff. They did have a strong start in the first term. No, sorry. Yeah, it's just been a good start really just by the Cooters this term.
Real putting emphasis on the contested footies. We saw there that massive pack. Could have been a stoppage, but they were able to win it.
So 6-5-41 to 4-1-25. Torquay still lead.
Simpson did well. Monk was just missed the ball though. Torquay players, it's a smothered ball from Simpson. He's done his good work with the second effort. Now they're out here. They've got players there, but Gleeson read it best, but he dropped what he should have needed to take. And that was Smith. Did okay, and he kicks long inside 50 to a one-on-one. Was hard with the one-on-one hands, but it's a good tackle from Tim Carty, and he's been given the free kick for holding the ball, and he decides to switch now. It's an up and under ball though. It just gets to his required player, and he goes inside to Curry, and he switches back.
Yeah, in that goal square they've taken it, Torquay, and it goes back to Curry. Hand pass so to his teammate. In that outer pocket, bit of a handball game going on here. Warmold now has it. Plenty of players around him, but he just chips it over them looking for his teammate. Great mark there by Delidio. And then he'll just progress that one forward. Lavelle goes up, but he misses it. And it's a turnover into Cooter's hands.
Henderson,
thank you very much. But almost another turnover. Bennett had the ball briefly, but he does pick it up. Finds his teammate Mackay. And he does a long hand pass to the captain, Ben Ramey, wearing a 0 today for the towards 0 rounds. Hand pass to really no one, but picked up straight away by Bennett, and he's
holding the ball.
Should be holding the ball. Yep.
It is.
Good decision. It's a tough one when you're so close to the boundary. But umpire Molly McFarlane doing a good job.
Tigers fans didn't really like that one, but Cooters now take possession.
Long down the line to a one-on-one. Could be holding, but it hasn't been paid. Little tunnel ball. Good effort from the Cooters boy. And they're out now with Gibbs. And he goes to a one-on-one. Could he get... Yep, he does. Well, we did see it down the field. And now Queenscliff have a gettable shot. It's an important one as well. They've kicked the last 2, and this could really give them that big momentum to bring it back to 10 points.
Yep, 10 points will be the margin if this is kicked.
Butterus.
Orvis.
Sorry, Orvis. Goes long down the line. It looks close. It's just short though. And they're going to get out here, Torquay.
Birchall was on the line there who cleared that one out, and now it's into the hands of Bennett. And he'll go back actually, and I think that's in Warmold's hands as he now looks for Carty towards the more centre of the ground. Just on the edge of the 50 line. Ramey all by himself on this inner pocket. Now he's going to go for Mackay. Great mark again from Mackay. So Torquay are assessing options here, but there's really not much there. Bit of a dangerous kick, doesn't really hit his teammate. That was Warmold, but he takes us to the other side now. And now they're going to try and progress something here. Gleeson goes up, fantastic mark like always. While on the ground, he passes it out, and they're going to bring this one forward. Dancing around some players here. Lavelle, great mark up in the air, just extended the arms. I don't think he can make the distance here, so he'll need to maybe find an option, but he looks like he's just going to bomb it in.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if he does have the distance, and he was trying to find a man there. Now he's going to have to go long.
I've just seen something in the background there with a fist, but I don't think the umpires picked that one up.
Anyway, Lovell, he comes in from he's close to the square.
If he does make the distance, he's probably just going to hit the... Oh, that's actually a pretty good kick, but it won't make the distance. Plenty of players around the ball in the goal square here. Believe that's...
on the ball.
Was that Curry, was it? I think, yeah, holding the ball it was. And they just got mangled there by the Cooters players. Torquay, but just falls into the hands of Jesse White in the centre of the square. The intensity has risen here. It's going to be a free kick for the Cooters. Holding the ball is the call. Lim will now take it.
Pretty lucky for the Cooters there, though. It was a 1-on-4. They go down the line.
Definitely something the Cooters can do here.
Could have got an infringement there, but wasn't paid. Now they're out here with Mackay. He goes to McMahon.
So McMahon there, he's been strong so far. What can he do here? Just right in front of us as he looks for an option, calling for players to do something. But instead he goes towards the centre of the ground.
There's so much space, Torquay.
Yeah.
Players everywhere. As we see Warmold. And then they go inside 50 and he delivers. And he finds Cam Lockwood.
Yeah, there's a good point you brought up there, because those last couple of kicks were definitely the players that were just all over the ground. So they were effectively able to use those options to bring that ball into 50.
Yeah, and Mackay and Bennett and Warmold are just getting too much easy footy. They're running off their man at every opportunity.
Lockwood for his third goal. He gives it a roost. It looks pretty good. It's offline, in fact. And it's rushed over thanks to Anwell.
7:42 to 4:1:25. It's a 17-point margin in the second term at McCartney Oval.
Lim to dispose the footy out just to the pocket. Right and tucked in there.
I have a feeling
pocket.
They've almost been pressurised into that pocket, almost the Cooters there.
It's a zone. It's a good tackle from Torquay, but they've done well with Darren. That's Che.
Or Shay.
That's Shay. Not sure how to pronounce it, sorry. Shay, fair enough.
Nah, it's a tough one. I'll give you that, Wilbur.
It's a cool way to spell it, though.
It is.
Wonder who he's named after. Isn't that always an interesting question you ask people?
Should ask him,
Who
yeah.
are you named after?
His brother
Yep.
Jaden's just a pretty regular name, isn't it?
Yep. And that's a really good tackle from Torquay. Cooters were out with a nice tap, and they've just been able to keep it right in true centre wing. Good tap from Simpson, only as far as Torquay, and now they're wrapped up, gang tackled in fact. Somehow gets out, handballs everywhere. And Cooters did well, and now they get the clearing kick forward. So it's a 2-on-2. It's not a great bounce, holding from both people. And Cardi did really well. He's played pretty good so far, but it's a perfect kick in fact. They split the middle.
Yep. There's Birchall.
Yes.
Yep, and Dawson, and now they're going inside 50, and that's a little chiseler to Heathcote, and he rakes around and he finds McMahon.
Look at that. So that
was quick.
That's 2.5 kicks from defensive 50 into attack and a shot at goal. They've done that way too
That was about 7
easily all
seconds
day.
worth of play.
Yep.
7 seconds.
if that, really. So
And like we said, the big two prolonged forwards, Buzz, hitting each other up.
yeah, just far too easy able to move the ball at the moment, Torquay.
So McMahon, he's had 2 goals today. On the left boot he goes. It's lining up so well.
Oh, it's coming back
Hasn't
though.
made the distance, so yes.
Oh,
And-
no.
That looks to be a goal.
Might have been green.
I think so.
Yep.
I think it is.
It is green, so fantastic goal. And he just point blank range just slots that one through. 7th goal for Torquay.
Just as the Cooters were starting to get some momentum, Torquay were able to get one back, and as we saw there, took about 7 seconds from them to dispose from rebound 50 to the inside 50.
Geez, Otis, Steve Clark would be fuming with his defenders there. That ball was right on the line. You just got to do everything you can to get that over and reset. The ball fell straight into the hands of Green, who didn't miss.
Could have been more unlucky there for Queenscliff. It was point blank range. If Green stepped over the mark half a metre, would have been rushed. So
Good tap from Birchall, and clearing kick forward from Torquay. They get the clearance, in fact. Just plays all over now, but they've done well with the handball from Monk. Now they're out here with Cuddy. And he just goes long down the line to a contest. Cardy's there and he did really good, but front spot was even better from Cooters. And that looks pretty good. It's going all the way. Yes.
good goal.
That's exactly what they needed.
Yep, so Cooters, that's their 3rd goal for the term. And they respond from that quick goal that Torquay previously got. We'll have to pick up a number of who
It was Hapgood again.
Hapgood. So Hapgood's 2nd goal. That brings his goal kicking margin this season to 17.
It's been their best forward for the day.
He has.
Leads up well, and he's also provided some forward pressure.
So deep into this second term, the score line reads 7-6-48 to 5-1-31. It's a 17-point margin for the Tigers again. Ball goes up. That's a tap there by Birchall for the Tigers. Ball hits the deck and they just take it for a ball up. just outside the centre circle. Will get thrown up again. Once again, great tap by Birchall. But straight, or almost a good tackle there. Pass by Birchall again. He's been quite strong in the centre. Lockwood now has it. Trying to clear it out, but smothered instead. Too many players around the ball. Holmes picks up the pieces. Does a short little hand pass to his teammate, who runs out all by himself. Oh, almost a great mark there by Heathcote.
Oh, he's angry as well. Yep.
Yeah, he's fired up.
Could be a fight right in front of us here.
Happy.
Nah, there'll be a ball up.
It was a great kick by Jesse White, but just real good contest there. And Heathcote wasn't impressed, but has provided some good.
Butterus is his opponent, so he's been strong on him in this second term.
Donnelly with a dangerous handball. Monk did well though. He shrugged the tackle, but only as far as Sam Warnwood, who's been instrumental on that half-back line. And he switches the play. It's a dangerous ball and it's cut off. Did well there from Smith. He's provided some good forward pressure and they go inside 50, but not to the advantage of the Cooters player. And it's cut off once again. It's an up and under ball. It's could sit for the Torquay player. Just can't pick it up, Birchall. But now White's there. Dawson, in fact. Knee handball's good to Chapman. And they go wide now with Ramey. Can he mark it? He doesn't. He keeps it in front of himself, though. It's a nice little slap forward, but only as far as Torquay. They've got the numbers there. And they snap forward, but it's just spoiled well from Cooters. Good attack on the footy there from Deledio, and they go inside 50 again. It's a massive fist, in fact. And the kick from Dawson looks pretty good. It's bounced backwards. It has bounced backwards.
That's a rushed. Oi, that's unlucky.
One of the most unlucky goals.
Wow.
Who's walked under a ladder
goals
today?
I think we did see a couple. I think I saw one of them last week in the footy. But anyway, we go out wide with Tom Caddy in the long sleeves. Here now, effect Mike calling for it. He's got the sit there, was White, and he fisted good. It looked like a throw, but it was a tap, and Gleeson centres the ball. It's a dangerous one. Nice tap there from the Cooters. Breaks some lines, lowers the eyes. Callum Curry, and he finds Ramey. Is it 15? It is.
Jeez,
it's probably about 5, but
yep.
It counts.
So umpire just letting the player know where the mark is, but Ramey, he'll probably be about 35 to 40 metres out for this one on a slight angle.
They don't really have the wind though, unfortunately, which is why they've made the distance.
It has sort of died off though, I reckon, from the first turn.
Yeah, definitely.
And Ramey with a thumping right boot goes through. That's a goal for Torquay. 8-7-55 to 5-1-31. The margin extends for the Tigers at home.
24 points now.
So Ramey wearing the number 0 today for the TAC Towards Zero round. Of course, all captains in the Bellarine, Geelong and leagues around Victoria are wearing the 0 today, and even in netball as well, so it's fantastic to see. As the ball will be returned to the centre. Ramey's first goal of the day.
Torquay starting to build the momentum here as the ball's aloft. Good tap from Simpson. Only as far as Holmes. Was punched away, and Lovell with a nice stiff arm and did a good kick forward. It's almost in the back, and it is. Henderson was tackling Deledio, and he's recipient of the free kick. He gives the handball receive. They've been doing this quite often. And they go inside 50. Oh, it's a perfect kick, and he finds Heathcote.
Gee, Buzz, I don't want you to look at the scores yet for South Barham. We'll get those to you at half time, but I've covered them.
No, scroll up.
This is exactly like against St Mary's last week, if it's a big deficit, Buzz.
Jeez, there's plenty happening wherever you look, isn't there, through both leagues for September.
So you see Heathcote coming in here, right in front of us.
Got the perfect angle, don't we?
Right on his shoulder, in fact. To extend the margin to 30 points. He comes in. Kick is on its way. It's fading. It's always right.
Someone blew their car horn. I mean, it's not illegal to do that, but
it's a good.
Not very moral. So, unfortunately, that will be a behind for Heathcote.
Queenscliff to dispose out of fullback once again. It's a massive kick. In fact, it's a
Good mark by
It's a
Simpson,
really
wasn't
good
it?
mark from Simpson, yes. He's
been good.
He has played
Been
really
good
well. And it's a nice kick, and he finds Monk. He has T2's been good, and he goes wide to Darren. That's Jaden. And it's a half volley tracker there, and it's not even perfect, but it's nice handball from Liam, but it was a throw, in fact. And now they're going to create the overlap with a play on Lovell. Just tried to extend the arms, but didn't take it. But McMahon did well. Now they've got more overlap. He plays on here, and this looks pretty good. It's even better. It's a goal. It was Gleeson, in fact, the veteran, kicking his first for the day.
Yeah, range of goal kickers we've had today. Gleeson joins the likes of McMahon, Raidme, Holmes, Curry, Green, Lockwood. So plenty of different goal kickers for the Tigers today as they extend their margin.
Well, we've got the break.
30
What's the
points.
scores?
We're going to wait till half-time.
Wait till half-time.
Yeah, we'll wait till half-time.
Sorry. Oh, I just thought we were about to see it now. I guess you'd be a little bit nervous, wouldn't you, Buzz?
Yeah, he'd be nervous.
Just
He'll be
hopeful.
nervous. 9-8-62 to 5-1-31. It's a 31-point margin for the Tigers. As the ball will be thrown up again. Getting the tap on it was Simpson, but just cleared out straight away by the Tigers. Straight inside 50 again. And tripping over there while he was chasing up the ball was the Cooters player. As plenty of Tigers players look to get around the footy here and chase after it. Heathcote looked to be on the deck there. Lavelle does a quick hand pass to Raidme, but he's all tied up. Heathcote around the footy again. Raidme picks it up.
It's holding, I think. Down the way is Cooters.
Yep.
Going the way of the Cooters.
So we saw Torquay just reading the play off Simpson's taps.
Do you have the free kick count there, Buzz?
With
I
Curry
don't, mate.
getting it.
Sorry.
Okay, so you've thrown away the stats. It's all good. And almost taken across the line there. It's still in play. And that will go over the line. How are your stats on it, Buzz?
Yeah, okay. I can't. Kicks and handballs way too hard, but I don't know how you do it, mate. But hit outs, you're spot on. They're not translating to any effectiveness. 12-3 Queenscliff's way this quarter, but clearances 8-5 Torquay's way, and centre clearances 4-1. So you're spot on. They're reading the Simpsons taps.
Simpson taps it forward. This time it might work. Nice kick forward from Anwell. And it could go out bounds, and it does. It's to win for him. The handball was good from Monk. Simpson has tapped well, but yeah, like we said earlier, Torquay reading the taps with Callum Curry was the recipient earlier on when they just got that inside 50. We're just waiting for the ball to be thrown in. It's a good throw in. Tap forward was good from Doyle.
It's a high tackle, mate.
Gonna be a high tackle.
On Tim Connolly.
Tim Connolly looked a little bit sore on the head, but hopefully he'll be all right.
Siren sounds here. Half-time here at McCartney Oval. Torquay lead 9-8-62 to Queenscliff 5-1-31. It is a 31-point margin for the Tigers. We'll be back shortly for second half action here at McCartney Oval.
The siren sounds to start this third term.
And the ball goes up there, tap by Simpson, and goes straight to his hands of his team. Monk, yes, his teammate there. As they take it towards 50. Martin was there. Gleeson's around the ball. He tries to pick it up. Goes into the hands of Warmwood, but it's taken across the line. It'll be out of bounds 9 seconds into this term.
Good start for Queenscliff. If they've got any chance of winning this game, they definitely need to kick a couple of goals early. It's a great start with the centre clearance. Starring in. Just takes it out of himself was Doyle. And they got this clearance here, but almost took a really good mark there was Butterus, and he kicks it up and under. Well read from Tigers.
Good mark there by Hobbs.
Yep. And he just switches it, but it's a short one. Wasn't the required journey, but it wasn't. McKay goes wide, and he finds Gleeson. And he just goes with a chiselling ball, and he finds Lovell right in the middle of the square. And he'll just go with a thumping kick long down to the line. McMahon's there. Oh, going back with a flight was brave, but he just dropped what he needed to take. McMahon lowers the eyes, and he finds Birchall. You'd think he's within range here to kick a goal and kick the first goal of the third term.
Well within range, Paul Birchall.
Yep.
Pretty sure all safe to agree that Torquay's accuracy with their kicks has been quite good compared to the Cougars today. And maybe just their choice of kicks as well, it's just helped them out. So because that ball was sort of going all over the place on the field and it just ends up in Torquay's hands, and a good chance at goal as Birchall now starts to run in. On the left boot he goes. It looks like it's swung to the left and it'll go for a behind. So Birchall's first behind of the day. And the scoreline reads 9-9-63 to 5-1-31. It's a 32-point margin for the Tigers. So he'll be taken out here by the Cougars. Looking for Lim, and a great mark there. 2-on-1 contest. Great hands.
He's got Habgood in front of us.
Yeah, he's
going for him.
Oh, he didn't really, don't think he picked his option very well there. Now it trundles along the ground. Orvis there was around the ball looking to pick it up. Into the hands of Torquay. Hobbs has the ball. Passed over to Gleeson, who does a quick hand pass to his teammate, Carty. Now from behind it was White. Over to Hobbs again. He's had a fair bit of the ball at the start of this second half. Short hand pass to Gleeson. Now he does another hand pass over to Warmold. Fends off a couple of players. Pretty good job there. On the line of 50, McMahon goes for the punch instead of the mark. Fending off some players there as the Cougars player. Hand pass over. Lim had the ball briefly. Raidme over. Oh, great tackle there. And it's going to be holding the ball, and it'll be into the Cougars' hands. Darren will take it. That was a fantastic tackle by him. Was not sighted. And then he will take a short kick over to his teammate, who just bombs into 50. Not a very good option there at all as well. And once again, Hobbs has the ball and brings a turnover to the Tigers. So he'll go to the outer side.
Worked.
Laval, I believe that is. No, it's not. It is Doyle instead. Picks up the ball but doesn't do much with it, and it's just almost another turnover, and it goes across the line to be thrown in.
Hobbs has been good. He's like a key defender, but he is able to find lots of the footy as well.
Yeah, I believe there was 4 or 5 possessions for him already. We only played 3 minutes in this third term.
Was good fist from Jesse White to get it out of bounds as well.
So 9-9-63 to 5-1-31. 32-point margin for the Tigers. And the ball is in Cougars' side of the field. And it'll be a free kick for a great tackle laid there. Smith.
His forward pressure's been really good for him.
So they'll bomb this one in. Floats up, 2 players around it, including Lang for Cougars, and on his left boot he goes, and that is a mark there by his teammate about 10 to 15 metres in front.
Yeah, it's good hands from Jaden Durran. Nice bit of work. He's spot on with Smith. Wilbur, he's been pretty important. Torquay's runners have been the key to the game today. Guys like Mackay, Bennett, Warmel, they've all had plenty of the footy. Even Hobbs, as you guys rightfully mentioned, out of the back half. They need those smaller forwards, Queenscliff, if they're not trying to lock down those guys, to at least get the footy themselves and use it as Smith has done there.
So Durran, Jaden it is. Left boot, close range, and that is behind.
Big miss that.
If they are going to try and catch up, they need to get those gettable goals. The Cougars do.
And he is an experienced goal kicker. He's kicked 8 goals this season, so no excuses there for the number 5 player. And as White has just signalled, he's going long, and he does so. Almost goes out to the centre of that right wing. Now they're just progressing the ball forward with pace. Running through him is Mackay. He just sprints that one in. And within 2 kicks, it's in Torquay's 50.
There it is again.
Well said.
It's exactly what we're talking about. Just
Lockwood has it.
The ball's getting in their hands of their runners, and Queenscliff have no answer to it at the moment. Torquay just putting them straight through the middle when they run it out of their back half. So Torquay getting plenty of looks at it. Already the 2 rebound 50s in this quarter.
So a goal already for Lockwood today, and he can add a second one to his tally from about 35 metres out on the right boot in that outer pocket. It is a goal. That is a fantastic kick by Lockwood. He's second for the day. And it increases Torquay's margin. They're into the 70s now for the towards 0 round.
Like we said, Buzz, Smith is a really important play for him with that forward pressure, and so we see just that gettable opportunity there from Jaden Durrant, and Jesse White just plays on out of fullback straight away, kicks a long 55-metre bomb. They win the hard contest with Mackay, and then, you know, a well-deserving goal with Lockwood. It's just too easy.
Yep, way too easy.
So 10-9-69 to 5-2-32. The Tigers lead. And they're on the brink of the 70-point margin.
What a tackle.
70 points.
Shea Darren it was.
6 minutes into this third term. So it will be a ball up. And, oh, just big punch there by Simpson. A late one too. Chasing after it is Smith for the Cooters. Holmes dives to the ball as it's on the deck. Also involved there is Lang.
Lang it was, and
Lang,
Darren.
yes, thank you.
Oh, he's almost kicked it up to himself. Was Jaden Durrant. Then they're out with White. That's a lovely kick.
Look at that. So
Finds Heathcote.
That's a kick straight from half back to half forward. One hit.
And Heathcote just bombs that one into 50. Oh, it's almost gone to his opponent there, McMahon. But he's still got it in possession. So it's now Cooters under pressure again. Hand passes going around here. Heathcote a short little chip kick to his teammate, and that is McMahon.
McMahon again.
Yeah, McMahon again. So he's going to go for his third goal of the day. He's kicked 2 goals too, as I've recorded here, and about 40 metres out. Can kick this. As he starts running in to extend Torquay's margin again. On the left boot he goes. It's a high-flying kick. It's another goal for McMahon. It's 3 for McMahon. And it's Torquay 11-9-75 now. Yes, we're just seeing quick plays from Torquay here, and they're just outclassing the Cooters.
It's just 50-metre kicks from the half-back line. It's just they've done perfect kicks from square to square. Created that overlap with handball receives. I'd love to see how many handballs they've had, to be honest, this whole match, and they're well-deserving leaders here in this cracking game.
So ball's going to be thrown up again here. Simpson got more of the footy in that tap. Raidme with a strong hand pass over. One-on-one contest here, and umpire's called for a free kick. It will go into Torquay's favour. Heathcote will take it. Now he looks for options. About 60, 65 metres out from goal.
He's going for goal.
Are you serious? He's going to go for this one?
It looks like it.
He'll have to launch it, and he's got the torpedo ready, and he just bombs it in. That is gone the distance.
It's magnificent.
What a goal by Heathcote. And it just brings just extends Torquay's margin and just brings a bigger blow to the Cooters. And the game is falling out of their hands if they can even recover from this. But Heathcote just a long bomb from about 60 out. I believe that's his first goal for the game.
Yep.
Mind you, 9 minutes gone in this third term, and it's already danger signs now that this game is pretty much over. It's now the third goal for the term, and Cooters don't really look like they're going to be able to stop them here.
You got to think in the long term as well, because Cooters weren't really obviously looking at finals. It's going to be the top 6 who make it through. It's more about, as I said earlier in the game, Cooters just ending their season well, but Torquay just making sure they get those wins with that arguably the easiest run home in the comp.
Lockwood went inside 50, but it missed all players. Could have got in the back, and he did. He was a Cooters player.
Got a bit lucky there, I thought. It was more in the side than in the back.
He's just going to square it up and deliver a nice short kick.
So some options here for the Cooters, and it's going to where all the players are. Ball hits the ground here. Raidme picks up the ball. He's going to hand pass it over the pack. Just bouncing along in the hands of Dawson. He's trying to fend off all his players. Ball's on deck again, but no, it's cleared out instead. Inside 50 for the Tigers. And McMahon, he was going up, but it's going to rush over the line instead. McMahon there was about to be so heroic in the goal square and take a one-hander.
Drop ball he needed to take was Smith. Now it's danger signs. Wormwood lowers the eyes. He just misses. Lovell. Can he pick it up? His handball was good from the Cooters, and it's just looks like it's going to be a stoppage right in the middle of that forward 50. Missed opportunity there for Torquay. Wasn't a great kick out from the Cooters, and still a good result for Torquay. They've got the stoppage, and it's looking dangerous here.
It's going to be a ball up inside 50. Tapped there by Simpson again, the tall man. He was up against McMahon, but the ball's just going to be brought to deck again for another ball up.
5 clearances to 1, boys, in this quarter. 3 of those out of the centre for Torquay. So they're really asserting their dominance on this one, obviously on the scoreboard as well as in general play.
Simpson won the tap at the back. Was wrapped up in a really good tackle, and now they're out here. Or are they? They are. It's in a bit of trouble here was Lim. He did okay. Nice handball from Bennett. And they've just got to go backwards to go forwards. It's cut off though. Really good effort from Lovell. Still trundling around. No one can pick the footy up. Now they do. And it looks pretty good from Garner. It's snapping around the goal. It's
hit the post.
Just hit the post, it does.
Yeah, it looked like Heathcote was trying to get his boot up there just to progress that ball over the line. But yeah, hit the post, and that's another rush behind. Or a poster for Torquay. So 12-11-83 to 5-2-32. Plus 60-point margin now, so 61 points in favour for the Tigers.
It was a good kick out, and now they've got Darren. He might have got a holding free kick, in which he does. Right at true centre wing. Or is it just going to be thrown in?
Yeah, it will be thrown in. I thought he just brought it over the line there.
Apologies.
And, yeah, thrown back in. Simpson got more of his hand on it again. Looking to hand pass. That was his Cooters teammate, but it's just brought over the line for another throw-in. So 13 minutes played in this third term. 61-point margin for the Tigers.
They're plus 10 for hit-outs for the game, Queenscliff, but they're getting smashed in the clearances, so they just got to rectify that work in the middle of the ground.
And brought the ball. Birchall brought back in, and look, Torquay have just got the progression here. Chapman, great kick there, spears it to McMahon, and he's right in front this time, so McMahon has another chance to slot goal number 4.
I was just saying, Luke, it's not 61, it's 51 points.
There you go. See, look at that. The math is going out the window again.
It's all good. I'm no genius myself.
McMahon, 30 metres out, right in front. He's got the capability to kick this one, and he does. 4th goal for McMahon. 13-11-89 to 5-2-32. 57-point margin.
Yep.
For the Tigers.
Yeah, and that looks to be almost dead, you would assume here, but Cooters still have a lot to play for. Like,
I'm interested to see what both sides can still do. So the game's probably gone, but definitely a good chance to see what both sides can still produce.
How good did Torquay look with Paul McMahon in their side? That is scary for the rest of the comp.
It's a very potent forward line. Lim was tackled really good, and he's been pinholed the ball in the end. So hot footy.
I just want to pose this question to you boys.
Yep, what was that?
Out of the top 6, who has the best defence, you reckon, that could probably,
what a strong mark. McMahon just stretched his arms and took a magnificent mark, and he'll be lining up for his 5th goal.
So as he lines up for this one, I just want to ask you boys, who's got the best defence that could probably come up against this attack that Torquay's showing today?
Good question.
In the top 6.
Good question, mate. I'll take that in while he kicks this, and I'll get back to you.
Have a think about it.
I'm going to say Barnheads.
Barnheads.
Got a couple of good defenders.
So, McMahon, left boot kick. Another goal for him. That is 5 goals now. 2 in quick succession. 14-11-95 to 5-2-32. First to 100 wins. That's what I like to go off when it comes to footy, and it looks like it's going to be that again.
You could argue Mottawarri, but although they were trailing by quite a lot to Amos by about 30-odd points, so could almost state that Geelong Amateurs' defence is one of the best as well.
I think Bellarine probably on paper have the best. They have Dylan Holland, who can probably play on McMahon. They've got Zach Walter. They've got Cole Polly, who have all got some size. I think the size is probably the important thing. Not to worry, that's probably the only thing with their defence. Morgan Fenton does a great job, but he is probably slightly undersized as their
Ollie Butler
key
as well,
defender. Yeah.
So Holmes there was just thrown around, and he's on the ground here. I'm just going to keep an eye on Holmes.
I'll keep going here. Nice. Oh, lovely pick up from Heathcote. Only as far as Burnside. And he goes inside. It's a dangerous ball, though. They've got the numbers, Torquay. Nice handball from Wormwood to Raid Me. And he chisels it inside 50. It's going at the back here. It's a nice sit for the Torquay man. Players assemble, and it's a good tackle, in fact, and it's just going to be a stoppage.
So Holmes has got up gingerly here, but he is running off the ground now. I'm not too sure if it's an arm or if he was just winded and was just holding tightly with his left arm, but he just might have got the wind out of him. And
it was Simpson who won the tap there. Almost could be taking out the legs, whatever that free kick is called again.
Taking out the legs?
I think it is called taking out the legs.
It is.
Yep.
Just sounded a little bit weird, but it wasn't. It wasn't actually paid in the end. McMahon did well with a nice tap. Only as far as the Cooters that it's still in play. It's a touch ball.
Oh, it's still in.
He tried to keep it in and he did really well. Now Wormwood. And he finds Greeny, as we heard in the mics, but it's a free kick going towards Chapman.
His fellow high-numbered teammate.
Oh.
And he just does a lovely sidestep and he goes long inside 50. Hackers assemble. It's going out the back. Is there players still there? I think it's a mark in the end, in fact.
I think it is. I think you're right.
Yep. So they're going to pay it, and this one's about 15 metres out. Number 22 there of Curry. He's kicked 2 goals today, Curry, and he's the leading goal kicker for the Tigers. So he probably has the capability to kick this one. Hopefully he's a right foot kicker.
He's gone the drop punt instead. And it's across the face. Could have went I guess nowadays conventional snap, but it's good to see went for the drop punt.
So 14-12-96 to 5-2-32. 64-point margin for the Tigers. 18 minutes played in this third term. We'll get some scores to you around the ground shortly.
Martin tried to make a contest, but Heathcote took a really good mark. Lowers the eyes, and it's a chiseling ball, and he finds Paul McMahon. As we've said most day, Buzzy has been really potent. Now he's going for number 6.
Yeah.
Only third quarter.
He's been fantastic. Inside 50 is just complete domination here. 12-3 Torquay's way. 4 rebounds to 1 this quarter, and the 4 goals to just 1 behind. So complete nut domination from the Tigers.
McMahon, it's way off. It was on the side of the boot. In fact, it's no score.
It's unlike him. Jeez, there's a bit of an upset there in the GFL.
I just got to refresh the page, actually.
That
was an old result, mate. So I'll get some updated results to you. We wait for the scores, or sorry?
So the Cooters to defend out of fullback. Simpson's going to make a contest. Was a good fist from Birchall. Still in play. Lim was there and he was able to get it over the line.
How's that cannon code going, Wilbur?
It's all right.
Nearly lost it.
Yeah.
Gee whiz, there's a result and a half there. Newcombe and Drysdale.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll go through these scores at the 3/4 time break, and we'll obviously get some live ladder.
Simpson tapped it straight to Lim, but he was disposed of it. But they're going forward still with Monk, and it's a free kick, and it was holding, going the way of Orvis. Smart play from White, just trying to take his time and let these players get back, but they go inside 50. Darren's there. He did well. It's a lovely tap over. This could be a nice goal for Cooters, and it's just hit the post.
Unlucky again. It's been an unlucky end at our side of the ground today, so not what the Cooters were looking for. It's quickly cleared out by Torquay. Scoreline now reads 14-12-96 to 5-3-33. 63-point margin for the Tigers as the ball's now over on this outer wing. And we have a free kick being paid here to the Cooters. Did not see what that was for, though, unfortunately. On the right boot, short little kick to his teammate in the long sleeves.
Lang,
Thank you very much. And he'll progress it just on the brink of the 50-metre line. Going up there, Chapman, great mark. And he's gonna find some options here. His teammate there, Hobbs, signalling to go to the right side. Not a very good kick, though, unfortunately. They do pick up possession still.
wow.
Hand pass over to Bennett. And then he just does a short kick to his teammate.
There they go again.
Yeah, this handball.
Overlap.
Yep, going very well. Raidme brings it into the 50. I believe that was McMahon over there who just gets thrown to the ground. And
he's paid a sling tackle,
yeah,
I think.
that is
Headley
a free.
was unlucky there. I would have probably given him holding the ball, but
Jeez, don't count him out from here either.
Is that McMahon?
Yep, it'll suit his left foot. It'll arc it back. It'll be a 50-metre kick or just more, but this will suit his angle, the way he kicks the footy. No, not going his way. The umpire's changed his mind.
decided to give it holding the ball.
I was certain he paid a
Headley's
sling
way.
tackle then.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Headley switches the play. It's a dangerous one. He's dropped the footy. He needs to get a handball away, which he does. They're okay now. It's a free kick going the way of Torquay. It's Gleeson, and he just goes inside 50, and he finds the Torquay player.
Jeez, take your pick there. Gleeson had options aplenty. Ended up picking out Curry, but geez, it's wheels are falling off here for Queenscliff. Numbers everywhere.
Their defensive structures just lacked this last couple of minutes, and especially a switch kick, and he wasn't able to take the mark. As Curry comes in, no problem, or is it? Oh, it was across the face. Looked good at first, but it was...
I think the wind's picking up. I can feel it now again.
Yeah.
So 2 goals, 2 there for Curry. I've got recorded here. The leading goal kicker for the Tigers, but it will be cleared out by the Cooters, and they'll just run this one out. Taken out to the outer side all by himself with his teammate there. And
I believe it's Monk.
I'll take your word for that. Oh, not a very good kick.
It's
Over
just got
to
there.
Caddy, just got to him. And he's Lavelle's getting all involved in there.
Yeah, just got a bit frustrated then, Tyler Lovell, and
He's fired up here.
He threw him straight to the ground after he got rid of that bit of ill discipline from Tyler.
Play still going. We saw Hobbs handball over. And they're out now. Roscoe Holmes has the football. They've got the players everywhere. There's 45. He finds Mackay. And he just switches. Now they're still out. They've got players everywhere. And they go long down the line. Torquay players got the sit, but Cooters did really well. Now they can go inside 50. They handball. He breaks a tackle. Lang was really good. Now they go long inside, long to where the Torquay interchange is, and was fisted over the line.
Lang's been good in his third term, I think. He's had a fair bit of the ball. As weather report, it's starting to rain a bit here. Bit of sprinkles going on. 14-13, 97 to 5-3, 33 in this third term. 24 minutes played. And it's just rebounded off the Cooters player of Snowden. In their forward 50 though.
Yep.
And it's going to be Torquay's free kick regardless, so
Pin him holding the ball.
they'll reassess. Short little kick to Holmes. He was looking for the hand pass, but thinks about his option. And, he was looking there for Birchall. He didn't really move and was just interrogated by his opponent. Now 2-on-1. Cooters still have the ball in hand. Looking for, that is Lang again. Couldn't pick it up though. And they're all jumping on it. It'll be a ball up inside Cooters 50.
You can just see the difference in skill level between the two teams there. Queenscliff have ample opportunity to get the ball inside 50 to a target, but their foot skills letting them down.
Tap forward from Birchall. And they got the clearing kick now. It's a one-on-one contest. It's got to be one off. Flying was the Cooters play, but went straight off his chest. Birchall was there. Now it could be going through with Raidme. Just couldn't pick up the footy. Just deflects off the play, and it's a really good tackle.
Strong tackle. That was Curry there that laid that one on Buttress.
It's just going to be thrown up again. 25 and a half. 25 and a half minutes gone in this third term. And it's just going to be another stoppage.
In fact, it's going to be Torquay free kick here. So Holmes will take it inside 50. Looking for Birchall there. I thought there was a bit of a push, but never mind. Ball still in place, strong tackle, and
big tackle that.
Holding the ball. Cooters will...
in the back.
Oh, in the back. Apologies. And...
It's Anwell.
Thank you, Anwell.
He just goes wide. And it's just...
Turnover
They've
again.
just set up beautifully here. Torquay with Gleeson now just going to go short.
That's Lockwood there, and he'll just go back to Gleeson. Dangerous kick, but he marks it. Hand pass to his teammate in Warmold, who just spears it inside 50, but that's a turnover. And Cooters now have the ball again. And Darren, thank you, taking a kick, taking the mark there. We'll just pause for a moment. Lang's calling for it. He's going to bring it over to the inner wing. And no one really goes up for the mark there as it just will roll across. No, it will stay in play. Picked up there by Whitley. And that's just a nice, great kick. Very accurate to Hapgood. And instead of going for goal, he's going to... Oh, not
no.
a very good kick at all. Out on the full. And it'll be Torquay's free kick.
Like you said, Buzz, just their skill level has lacked in this third term, especially just some fatigues occurred as a siren has sounded.
Siren sounds 14-13-97 to 5-3-33. It is a 64-point margin in favour of the Tigers. We'll come back with you for fourth quarter action soon. Sorry, St Mary's are defeating Newtown at the moment, 10-8-68 to 7-6-48. Got some scores from about 15 minutes ago for the Bell Park game, 62 to 37, and we don't have scores unfortunately for the Geelong West or Grovedale game, nor the North Shore and Lara game, as play gets underway back at McCartney Oval.
So Holmes was disposing of the football. Oh, strong mark there from Dawson. He was courageous and he goes short and finds Lovell. And he just goes with a short little nice kick to Gleeson, and his handball receives to Mackay, and it's marked in the end, and
that's a goal.
It's a goal on the goal square.
We've missed who kicked it, but I believe it was Warmold, or was it McMahon?
May have been McMahon again.
No, it wasn't McMahon. I think it was Curry again, was it not? Deep in the goal square, just running up now. I think it was.
So we'll give that one to Curry.
No, Deledio, sorry.
Deledio, there we go. So that's his first goal for the game. And it brings Torquay's goal kicking. See how many goals they kicked, but they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different goal kickers today. So there's been
showing the variety.
Plenty of it going around. 15 goals for Torquay.
Simpson won the tap, as he has for most of the day. Just grunt there from Cooters. Lang was wrapped up in a really good tackle from Holmes, and he's been pinholed the ball. Roscoe Holmes, one of the veterans of the team. Just, it's a lovely kick to Gleeson, and he handballs once again to McKay. And he delivers with a chiselling ball. It's just a little bit too high for Chapman. And they try to pick it up. Cooters deliver out. McKay. It's a nice, it's a lovely 45 kick to find McMahon. Is he going for number 7? Because I'm pretty sure he just kicked that other one in that third quarter, so this could be 7.
I've got him down for 5.
I've got him down for 5 as well, but still a bag of goals. Yep. Can't discount that.
He kicked his opportunity for his 6 on the full. And we thought it was a free kick going his way, and then it went to Headley.
Yep,
but either way,
definitely kick 5. Yep.
So
either way, it's coming back. It's just across the face.
5 goals, 3 for McMahon today. He's basically kicked
8 scoring shots.
About a third of Torquay's scoreboard. And fun fact, he's now kicked the same amount as Queenscliff kicked today. So 5-3-33 for Queenscliff. They trail Torquay 15-14, 104. 69-point margin, which is the same number as Josh Chapman, who plays for Torquay. And
Caddy was tackled. They disposed back with a banana kick. But look at the Torquay players. They're set up beautifully here. McMahon could get on the out wide, but he goes longer and he finds... he just dropped what he needed to take Lovell. Overlap handball was good, and now Whitley has it. And he goes to Monk. He wants his man to come forward, in which he does, but Cardi was there to get it out of bounds. He does well. He goes wide. Now they just switch kick.
That's Holmes over there who picked up the mark, and he will now look for some options. Raveney's by himself. He takes a good mark. Hand pass it quickly over to Birchall for the Tigers. They're doing the hand pass game now in the centre of the grounds. Warmold has it. Now he'll kick it this time. Just outside Torquay's 50. Looking for Lavelle there, who got beaten by his opponent. Tries to pick up the ball. He hasn't had a very handy last 2 minutes. Gets the hand pass down. Mackay just brings it into the 50. And then picking it up was Delidio, who just kicks it up into the air. 3 Cougars players around the footy here, but chasing after it is the Torquay Tigers player of Curry, and it goes over the line to be thrown in.
Already 4 inside 50s for Torquay this quarter, just to the 1 for the Cougars.
So just keeping tabs on the Drysdale-Newcombe game, being the probably one of the biggest headlines so far in terms of score. Cleared out here by Monk for the Cougars. 1-on-1 contest here.
Darren did well.
Yep.
Now Whitley with the left foot. Courage there from Habgood, but he wasn't able to take the mark. Strong. Oh, he ended up getting a kick away. And Whitley's got time and space. Oh, he's trying to break the tackle. He got a handball away, but all the players look pretty tired there. They're all just walking. Has been a ferocious game of football. So we're waiting for the ball to come in. Just a tick under 5 minutes gone in this third term. Good tap from Birchall. And they've got the clearing kick forward, and it's a good one in the end. Looking for the 45 inside. He still goes for it. Raidme had to take a good mark, but he dropped it. Lovell just hacks it forward. Delidio's there. But Henderson did well. Now he does even better. Can he go from 50? It's out wide. There's contest. Try to tap it to his teammate, which worked. And Warmold's got the football now. And he handballs with a 1-2 with Hobbs. And they work it out wide now. And it's not a great kick. It's been cut off, in fact. And the Cougars just set it up long to the hot spot. Oh, what a great mark there from Nathan Monk.
Okay.
And the Torquay player did fly as well, and he didn't look like he came down very good there in was Cardi. But either way, this would be a nice solitary goal for the Cougars. They haven't had much of it as of late, but Monk has played well.
Gee, looks like he's got a pretty good leg on him there. He just flex that one. He'll become the 6th unique goal kicker if he can kick this one. So only 1 goal each for all of the Cougars players today. From about 40 metres out, just bombs that one up. That's a great kick by Monk, and that will be a goal. And it'll be the Cougars' 6th for the day. 15-14, 104 to 6-3, 39 for the Cougars. I'll just go through those goal kickers actually for the Cougars. We've got 1 for Orvis, Habgood, Lang, Smith, Monk and Whitley. So
definitely good for the Cougars. They probably would want to try, and their aim would be to win this last quarter.
Yep.
Take it into training into next week's game, I'd imagine.
Well, Cougars actually play their last 2 games at home. In contrast to Torquay, this is their last game for the season here before they come back for finals. And of course, the grand final this year will be hosted at McCartney Oval, which we're looking forward to on September sometime. I forgot the date now. September 18th.
They're out here with Holmes to backtrack to go forward. Delidio's there, and he did okay, but it's just been run over for a stoppage.
Anything you've seen, Buzz, so far in this final term?
Yeah, well, just with the game stats, boys, 55 inside 50s plays 28 Torquay's way, and the hit-outs really don't tell that story that Queenscliff are plus 10 in that department, but as we've mentioned a few times throughout the call this afternoon, we've got another stoppage there. They just haven't been able to impact out the middle of the ground. The umpires plucked a free kick, though. Yeah,
it was Simpson who tapped it to Monk and was first to the ball and was able to get a high tackle, I believe, and he goes long at the driving kick, but out the backs, Sam Warmold, and he handballs, and its whistle's been blown, but it was out of bounds, in fact. Good result for Queenscliff. Yeah, Simpson has been a dominant force in that ruck, Buzz, but like we said earlier, Torquay have just been able to read his taps if they haven't been able to win the ruck tap.
Dominant out of the centre clearances in this second half too, 10-4.
Well, that says a lot about the inside 50s. Raby was there trying to pick it up, but he couldn't. Still out wide. Mackay went in hard, and so did Garner.
So just looking at this live ladder here for the Bellarine, so most likely for third, fourth and fifth, we're all on the same points. So that's Barwon Heads, Torquay and Mottawarri. Barwon Heads' percentage obviously keeps them ahead, and because of the low scoring margin they've had today against Anglesea, if they're going to lose that is, there's still plenty of time left over in Anglesea.
Raid me, did a tackle that was too much of a hold, and it's a free kick for Cooters.
Barwon Heads will keep that third spot as Torquay will try and chase down Barwon Heads with percentage. So
sets it up here. It's a good fist, but it's a dangerous spot still. Darren somehow got a quick handball away. It's a snap forward, but it's just still in the dead pocket. Quick handball from Torquay. They're under siege here, and it's a good effort from the Cooters to keep it in there inside forward 50. Like he said, Luke, that top six is, you can't pick really anyone who's that number one at the moment, but it's exciting footy here.
Well, my point is it's going to be all about percentage at the end. So if you Torquay here, it's all about smashing the opposition rather than just winning the game. So because you never know what can happen at the end of this season.
It's interesting too. Amos were probably the one that everyone from the outside was thinking might have been teetering a bit. They've had a really poor month, but that's an impressive win. Mottawarri is a tough place to go and get 4 points out of.
Most definitely. So play resumes on the field at McCartney Oval. Cleared out by the Tigers, and a bit of bumping and grinding going in the centre there. One-on-one contests. And look, the ball's just progressing forward here and running after it is Doyle, and he was in the back line. I was watching him, and now he's looking for Chapman. Extends the arms but doesn't mark it. He's one-on-one with Anwil for the Cooters. They're still trying to pick this one up. Oh, he looks like he'll get out of this, but the umpire's blown the whistle here. It's going to be hers, she says.
Just shows how easy that was for the Tigers just to dispose out of defensive half. Just quick ball movement.
So ball's thrown up here about 20 metres from Torquay's goals. Raidme tried to kick it off his right boot. It just trundles over the line for a boundary throw-in.
As we saw there, Buzz, they were just running in waves when
so many times they've been able to execute their running game either by hand or foot. Obviously, this is different to the finals pressure you'll get, but they'll get a lot of belief out of the way they've been able to move the footy today.
Motta's quickly closed in on Geelong Amateurs. Just a quick update. And it's a goal between Drysdale and Newcombe, 68-62.
Going the way of Newcombe.
Of Newcombe, yes. And remember, if Drysdale win, there'll be 4 teams on equal points between.
Simpson with a thumping fist, but only as far as Torquay. Quick kick forward there was from Donnelly. And, they've just all stopped. I don't see that very often. Curry was there. Now it's White, and he goes wide to McKay. He can unload with a snap. It looks pretty good. Is it coming back? It's just across. It was sort of like the Collingwood Bombers game Anzac Day when everyone stopped because of that. Thought would have been a free kick, but wasn't. And they go wide. He's just missed the kick, though. Straight back to Jesse White. He was trying to find Tim Connolly. White goes wide to the pocket. It's a one-on-one. That's a lovely fist. Thumped over by Zach Henderson. He's played well in the back line for the Cooters.
We've said a fair bit, but it's a good result for Torquay. They get another stoppage around their goals, so they can reposition here and get around the ball and try and pick this one up. Lavelle particularly is around there. But, yeah, just cleared out there by the Cooters into the hands of Lang now, who just takes the easy mark. He'll wait for his opponents to run by, and he just brings it forward right in front of us here. Going over the top there. Habgood. To no avail, though, now picked up by Mackay. He just brings it back in 50. And, great mark there by his teammate. And he's going to go... Doyle, thank you very much.
Read that beautifully. Protected the drop zone perfectly as well. He just did a little bit of a U-turn and the ball was able to go over his defender's hands and quite an easy mark in the end.
Newcomb's kicked another goal, so they extend their margin at Drysdale. As Doyle on the right boot, it hooks to left, but not enough, and it'll be a behind for Doyle. That's his first behind of the day, actually. So 15-16, 106 to 6-3-39. Torquay with a very strong margin here over the Cooters, playing their last home game for the season before the finals campaign. And Green there brings it back in 50.
Oh, what a strong mark from Waylon Doyle.
So he's on the other side of the ground now, so another great mark by him.
Shows a bit, doesn't he? Boys have seen Torquay a few times this season, and he's a valuable guy to pinch hit in the ruck.
Yep.
He can run, he can mark it. He's pretty versatile.
He's not overly tall
player.
as well, so he can almost be an extra midfielder. As we see him coming in here, kick on goal looks a lot better than last time.
Yes, a great kick.
But it's still cross the face for another behind.
Left side of the post this time, and it will be picked up by Headley.
Thought you would have backed in to probably kick that one with the right side. For a right footer, it was a lot easier.
It was his second successive chance as well from almost the same distance.
Hadley with a thumping kick in the back was for Martin, and he was given the free kick.
Yeah, Chapman.
Right in front of us, as we can see. And Martin just goes short to it. Leading target, but it was cut off. And they've got the numbers now. Hobbs goes inside to raid me. The skipper's providing some run off half back. It has to be a perfect kick, or almost a perfect mark, in fact. And that was a nice kick there from Green, and that's a terrific mark.
Another one.
From White.
Yeah.
He has been good, Jesse White.
He hasn't applied to, well, he is a midfielder, but no, he has been around this area and hasn't applied anything to scoreboard yet, but he's going to take this one. Bit of a distance, but he's confident. So from about 45 metres out to 50 metres, he'll kick this. Great kick. Gone to the right again, though. So Torquay's 18th behind for the game. 15-18, 108 to 6-3-39.
One goal 5 they scored, boys.
I was just about to say that, Buzz. Like you said, Luke, percentage is so vital for this top 6 teams, and kicking behinds won't help extend their margin. As Headley went long, Lang's there. So too was Butterus, and he hit the ground hard. Mackay did well. Received it from Warmwood and goes long inside 50. Headley tried to mark. Oh, it's a kick off the ground. It's another behind across the face again. Another missed opportunity for Torquay. They've kicked 3 behinds in the space of 3 minutes now.
Just that point I was bringing up before. This could be like at least 3 goals, you could say.
It's exactly
just
right.
Percentage boosters.
Lim was a nice kick out wide to Cuddy. And he looks to just go long down the line. It's a dangerous ball. In fact, Raidme's going to cut off. He's going to go long. And he looks straight. It doesn't have the carry, though. Nice cut off from Henderson. And he goes wide. It's not going to stay in a play, though. Missed opportunity there for Torquay. Raidme had a little bit more time than what he may have thought. And he decided, looked like he was trying to lower the eyes and said he'd go for goal, which was his unselfish self.
Torquay have had more behinds in this game. Well, they've had double more behinds in this game than Queenscliff have applied to the scoreboard. 19 behinds for Torquay and 9 scoring applications for the Cooters.
Monk did well, but nice smother there from Gleeson on Butterus, and another good tackle from Cooters, and they're taking the game on. This is what we like to see from the Cooters, especially in the last quarter. Just keeps going past everyone. Chapman's there to just pick the ball up, and he did really good. It's going to get over the top. Oh, was a perfect kick, but Birch wasn't able to mark. Now Snowden goes inside. Probably needed to kick the ball. Monk did well, though. Shrugged the tackle. Henderson has the ball now. He can go long and short. It's just way over the top, though, unfortunately. Missed opportunity there. He had to hit that target because they were looking good there. They were playing some bold footy, and had to extend his arms there was Dawson.
Weather's picking up here as well at McCartney Oval.
And they're just going to go short to Raid Me. It's played that half-back role quite good today, and he goes short to Mackay. He plays on and switches it. Another perfect kick. I'd love to see their disposal efficiency. If we ever had that, it'd be close to 70%. They're going forward still. Oh, it's a strong mark.
Gleeson again.
But they haven't paid it.
Call play on? Surely not. He marked
they have paid it, in fact, I think.
Yep.
No 50-metre penalties imposed, though.
Gleeson just got it right true centre wing. He's been told to play on. He just goes long down the line. Delidio's there. Oh, it's a good mark. He read it best. And he arcs around his right side. Oh, he goes back onto his left. Did well. Now he's going long. He's got Curry out the back. He wasn't able to get there, though. Raidmey's there. He's run from 50 metres, and he might get a goal here.
Oh, he will.
And he does. The captain, Ben Raidmey, has finished with a goal that Torquay needed.
2 goals for Raidmey.
He has played well. Like I was saying before, he was the one kicking the ball out of the full-back line and ended up working hard.
Just a couple of round-the-ground scores. 1 point in between Grovedale and the Giants late into the 4th term, and also less than 2 goals between Amos and Mottawarri. Amos.
Newcombe have kicked away a little bit as well.
Yes,
17 points.
Yeah, so if you're, like I said, if you're the neutral supporter, as Amos kick another goal, you'd like to see Amos go down and then Drysdale win, because it would bring at least a game and a half between the top 6. A game and a half.
It's pretty unbelievable
16
stuff.
Weeks of footy. Jeez.
Not to mention GFL as well is very close with the top 7.
We can get some ladders up at the end of this game, so stick around then as we debrief this game at McCartney Oval. And sort of inside the centre square here, there's plenty of players chasing after it. The ball's just gone rogue. Unlucky bounce there for the Cougars player, and that's just gone way out of bounds into the club rooms. Hopefully they can retrieve that ball.
Caddy's going to receive the ball.
Yep. Can't see where that ball's gone, but it's gone somewhere. They're just going to go search for it. There it is on the ground again. Any other stats you've seen so far, Buzz, in this 4th term?
Well, Torquay just dominating clearances again, despite losing the hit outs again. 13-5 inside 50s as well.
Caddy's kick to Headley was perfect, and Headley's kick was just as good to Jaden Durrant. Just was able to manhandle his opponent and take a mark inside 50 and have a shot on goal.
So, Jaden Durrant is kicked behind today. He can add to Queenscliff unique list of goal kickers. Left boot he goes, and that's gone for a goal. So 7th goal for Queenscliff, 16-19, 115 to 7-5, 46.
45, I think
45.
they go to.
Thank you. And just a bit of damage limitation there for Queenscliff. The best part is that they can learn a lot in this 4th term, despite not taking the 4 points home. 20 minutes played in this final term here at McCartney Oval for the Towards Zero round. It's been a fantastic day of footy, and we've hoped you've enjoyed the coverage throughout the day, as ball's just entering Torquay's inside 50 here along the ground. Bit of hand pass play going on. Garner has the ball
to Holmes.
And just enters the centre square, but just returns to Torquay's inside 50. Marked there by Green, who will assess some options here. Should just... Is he going for goal, or is he...
Setting it up.
Yeah, he's setting it up. And, oh, gee, great. Almost a mark there. That was by Doyle.
And Lovell's just going to keep going.
Lovell will pick up the pieces, and he'll get his first goal for the game. That's 21 goals for him this season.
He has been a lot more quieter today compared to the weeks ago when we saw him kick 6 goals.
Well,
but
you and I have both seen him play the last 2 games we've done at BFL, and he's been quite strong in both of those. So he becomes the 10th different goal kicker for the Tigers today. Just
another fact that Torquay have had Hopper play as well. He's been pretty good on a wing, and Mackay's come in and played his role really well, just displaying that their reserves team's going well and they've got lots of depth.
Mackay's been really good.
Yep.
Really good.
Good tap from Simpson. Headley was there. Simpson got it back. Now Lim's got it, and he's got the centre clearance for him. Up and under ball. Raidmey. Oh, wow.
Funny tricks.
Yep, he was just toying with him, really. Simpson did well. It's a good cut-off, and he just handballs to... It's a nice kick from Henderson. Out wide. He goes long. It's a thumping kick to the region of Hopgood. Out the back. Is it going all the way? It has.
It has.
What a magnificent goal. Something out of nothing.
I think it might have been Smith again, wasn't it?
I wasn't able to actually see who it was.
I reckon it was.
We'll probably give it to him. Either way, Queenscliff were able to get another goal for the quarter. I believe that's their third goal for the quarter, or is it their second?
Third, mate. Yep, 3 straight.
Which is always good. They want to get back into this game. Torquay lead 17-19 at 121 to 8-3-51. This has been tapped up here. Raidme was there. Flick handball was good from Queenscliff, but it's cut off now. And now McKay was nice kick, and he finds Lovell. It wasn't McKay, sorry, but Lovell wheels around, and that's a nice kick and a lovely mark from Don Gleeson. Just playing in the forward line now. Likewise, they have so many players that are able to be chucked into any role and play their role. We see Raidme, we saw him on the wing or 2 months ago when we came back here to McCartney Oval. As Gleeson comes in, kick is on his way. It's holding its line, and it's another goal. That's there. 17th for the 18th, sorry. 18-19, 137, I believe the scoreboard was saying.
What, 127, mate?
127. To 8-3-51 Queenscliff. Good percentage boost for him.
Yeah, no, most definitely. So, what's that? We'll get Torquay's percentage. So they started the game with 147%. So
it's quite big still.
Yeah, so they jump up 5% to 152, while Barwon Heads still hold a percentage of 166 with such a high scoring season they've had.
It's a good tackle there from Monk.
We're still yet to get the Barwon Head scores. They're actually one of the big factors from what we've seen so far. They're currently down to Anglesea, but we haven't had a score update for them in a while, so we'll get that to you as soon as we can. As a free kick is being paid here to the Cooters. And off it goes towards 50. Almost the mark there by his teammate.
Okay.
Yep, thank you. Mackay. And then Lavelle now for Torquay has the ball in hand, and he'll take it inside 50 for the Tigers. And he was looking for his teammate there of Gleeson, as it's picked up by Caddy for the Cooters.
Henderson just goes long, up and high. He had to beat 3. The Cooters playing, he wasn't able to. Birchall. Now McMahon, he had to lower the eyes, and he's just kicked it to a dead spot, but players can run onto it. Just handballed the ball away. Did well there was Doyle. They're out now, Cooters. Needs to be a mark taken from Lang, but it went over the top. Lovell can keep it in play. Just tapped it forward. Was a risky handball from White, but it worked. Now he just lowers the eyes. Chapman, it was Green rather. Wasn't able to take the mark. Good tackle there from Butler. And it'll just be a stoppage right in the forward 50 for Torquay.
Chapman and Green have actually played pretty well between the two players for Torquay, actually. So they've shared a bit of the ball for the game, for the day. And
clearing kick there was Caddy. Lang was up and under the ball. Liam did well. I think it wasn't actually. It was Connolly. He's just thumped down, if we saw right in front of us. Darren just a little bit of Socceroo style. Goes long inside 50 as it got past his opponent. Cardi did well. Now they're able to just go backwards to go forwards. White. It's not a great kick. Strong hands from Connolly. He was able to fist it over. Great courage there on Raidme.
So 27 minutes played in this final term. As I work out the margin is 76 points. I'm adding that up to be. If anyone wants to oppose it.
No, that's right.
It's all right to me.
And ball's just gone. The ball to be thrown up, rather. As it does so. Bit of half and half tap there by both sides. And thumping kick by the Tigers players. About 3 Tigers players when the ball lands. But Doyle just benefits from it all. Lucky bounce, or I think that's tap the fingers of his opponent. Play on is the call. Curry tried to get it over to Gleeson there, who's just trying to jump after and pass it through. Chasing after him for the Cooters is Jaden that is. Ball's on the deck. Holmes picks it up. Gleeson's there, unlucky bounce for him, so he has to die for it again. Gets tackled by his opponent, trying to run through the pack. Mackay, Lovell on the right boot. Oh, what a goal! One of the highlights of the day. Lovell just snaps that one on his right boot. That is his second goal for the day. His second this final term as well, I believe.
Yep.
22 goals for the season, as my pen has run out of ink, so now I can't record that goal. And 20 goals now for the Tigers. Have we hit the 20 goal mark? Let's wait for the scoreboard to update.
I believe so. It's either that or 19 goals.
19 goals.
Yep.
It's a good percentage boost as well now. And Torquay Tigers were just trying to be too unselfish there. Callum Curry could have kicked the snap goal and tried to give it to Gleeson, and they almost stuffed it up, but fortuitously, Lovell was able to kick a great snap goal from the pocket.
38 applications to the scoreboard for the Tigers today. 19-19, 133 to 8-3-51. Cooters try to clear this one out as it's in the hands of Zach Henderson, and didn't get to his opponent as he'd like it to. They're all chasing after the ball on the deck. Jaden Durran's around the footy again, and he went to go reach for it as it was a loose ball but couldn't get his hands on it. Smith also involved. Look, just rocketing out of here. Fantastic work here. I believe that was Lockwood for the Tigers. And Doyle just around the ball again. He's been so pivotal in the forward 50 for the Tigers this term. Cleared out there, however, by Butler for the Cooters. Almost a direct turnover. His teammate of Monk surrounded by Tigers players. Siren sounds though. Final score reads 19-19, 133. The Tigers beat Queenscliff 8-3-51. And in the end, it was just a blowout, and Tigers took the 4 points as they continue to for their finals campaign. And definitely a strong win there by Torquay. We only predicted 50-point margins, but it definitely headed into the 82 points of the final margin.
Thought it could have been about 60, but I didn't want to be too harsh. But it was a good and well-deserving win from Torquay Tigers, and it gives them a good chance to play finals footy.
It's really impressive. Just quickly run through the goal kickers, boys. Well, Torquay, best was easily Paul McMahon. He was terrific. Had 5 goals to his name in a standout performance, and 2 apiece. Dom Gleeson, Ben Raidme, Tyler Lovell with 2 in the last quarter. Callum Curry and Cam Lockwood, and singles to Alistair Green. Jack Heathcote, it wasn't at his dominant best. Roscoe Holmes with 1 and Matt DeLito with 1 over on the Queenscliff page. Smith and Hapgood, just the lone multiple goal kickers for them.